Hi, this is Ryan with Automatic Comics, and up next we'll be unboxing a Golden Age Alex Schomburg book. Stay tuned! Hi, this is Ryan with Automatic Comics, and like I said in the intro, today I'll be unboxing a Golden Age Alex Schomburg book, as well as one other that's also in here. In a recent video that I had posted, there had been some comments on it, and one of the things I talked about was hoping to be able to do a few more kind of Golden Age books, and so, but I don't come across those quite as often, so I have this one, and I'm real excited to get this one opened up. So, if you aren't familiar with Alex Schomburg, he is a pretty famous Golden Age artist, often doing some great cover art. Is known for a lot of there's a lot of airbrush art that he's known for, as well as a lot of World War II covers in various runs. You know, the original kind of Captain America type runs. And you know, a lot of those Golden Age titles that had a lot of these kind of World War II type covers. So they're really kind of there's a lot of kind of real cool covers that he's done. So this one happens to be one of his airbrush covers, and while it's real close in the number to one that I've been really wanting to get, but it's just off by one, and unfortunately comics don't work that way where you can just be off by one and get that book. But still, I'm very happy to get this book. Okay, so we'll look at we'll do the Schomburg book first. And so this one is Startling Comics number 48, and so this is if you recognize the woman on the cover here, there's another comic that is extremely famous, Startling Comics 49, and if I can figure out how to insert a picture onto this, I'll try to put a picture of it right here. If not, I'm just pointing to nothing, and you can go look it up. But Startling Comics 49 is what's also known as the Bender cover, and if you go check it out and you haven't seen this thing before, I mean, it is Bender from Futurama, and so I would the inspiration for it had to have come from that comic. There's no question. But it's an awesome book. But there's a series of books that are kind of like these characters on it. I don't know exactly which one it starts on, but definitely there's 47, 48, and 49, and they're all Schomburg airbrush covers with these different characters on it. And kind of the funny thing about this one is I had seen it on somebody else, the same book, not this one exactly, on someone's Instagram page recently. And we were talking about it, and I just thought that it's kind of funny. It's like these little guys, it's like they're coming up and just trying to have a conversation with her, and then this, you know, him in the background is just shooting them with a ray gun. So that was kind of fun. It's a fun cover. Obviously it's a really high grade for a book from 1947. It's an 8.0. This is a very nice copy, and I'm real excited to have this book. Now I brought up another book that I also happen to have that's from Startling Comics that's also a Schomburg cover. This one's different though. This is not an airbrush. You can see this one's this kind of airbrush type art. This is one of his World War II covers that he's very famous, the types of covers he's very famous for. So this is Pyro Man and on the cover, and you know, just punching some Nazis and that kind of thing. So just a real cool World War II cover. And you know, the color, despite this one being a 4.5, I can't remember what specifically brought it down like that, if there was some staining or something like that, but it is a really nice, bright looking copy for a 4.5. So So just some cool books from that same run. These are the only two Startling comics I have. I really want to get number 49 though, that Bender cover at some point. Now, the other book I got, it may seem a little shocking at first, but it's not what you think it is. So this is Journey into Mystery number 83, but this is the Golden Record reprint. So now this is a reprint that was done in 1966. So this is a very old reprint. I mean, it's 54 years old now, only a few years after the original was made. And I mean, this is, I mean, I gotta say, like, of the reprints I've seen, even in the 9/8, this might be the best looking one I've ever seen. I mean, it is, the centering is perfect. The edges and corners just look amazing. The coloring is great. I mean, this is a cool book. If you haven't checked out these reprints, I mean, they obviously don't carry the same amount of value as the original, but especially when you get up into some high grades. I mean, like I said, they're 54-year-old books, so they still are great books to get. They're also a nice. I don't have a Journey into Mystery 83 original myself, so it's a nice kind of like maybe filler until until I can get something like that. But yeah, no, it's a cool book. There are some small differences that you can see between this one and the original. Like, for example, the price isn't on the cover of this book. So maybe something to be cautious of if you're buying raw copies of books like this, to make sure you don't accidentally pick up one of the reprints. But yeah, no, two real cool books. We've got Journey into Mystery 83, 9/8, white pages, Golden Records reprint, and like I said, I mean, it is a beautiful copy. And then Startling Comics number 48, which is a Alex Schomburg airbrush cover. So again, if you aren't familiar with Alex Schomburg, I also recommend going and looking him up. Some of the real great, or one of the real great Golden Age cover artists. So he's got some awesome covers. So if you enjoyed this, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. And when I get some more boxes in, I'll film some more videos. Thanks again.